The devils of mankind are many, and their origins diversified. The performance of satanic ritual does not embrace the calling forth of demons. This practice is followed only by those who are in fear of the very forces they conjure. Supposedly, demons are malevolent spirits with attributes conducive to the deterioration of the people or events that they touch upon. The Greek word demon meant a guardian spirit or source of inspiration, and to be sure, later theologians invented legion upon legion of these harbingers of inspiration, all wicked. An indication of the cowardice of magicians of the right-hand path is the practice of calling upon a particular demon who would supposedly be a minion of the devil to do his bidding. The assumption is that the demon, being only a flunky of the devil, is easier to control. Occult lore states that only the most formidably protected or insanely foolhardy sorcerer would try to call forth the devil himself.
So the spirits that the White Witch are calling are demons. Evil demons. And your guardian angels or spirits are demons as well. What is this magic called anyway?
Book of Leviathan, the Raging Sea Invocation to Satan The Infernal Names 3. Invocation employed towards the conjuration of lust ID. Invocation employed towards the conjuration of destruction. The invocation employed towards the conjuration of compassion. The Enochian keys and the Enochian language. The 19 keys will be listed here in chronological order.
Enochian magic. That John D magic. So you guys are Rose Cross. Why didn't you guys just say so?
The true magus knows that occult bookshelves abound with the brittle relics of frightened minds and sterile bodies, metaphysical journals of self-deceit, and constipated rule books of Eastern mysticism. Far too long has the subject of satanic magic and philosophy been written down by wildcat journalists of the right-hand path. The old literature is the byproduct of brains festering with fear and defeat, written unknowingly for the assistance of those who really rule the earth, and who, from their hellish thrones, laugh with noisome mirth. Page 12 Satanic Bible.
Written unknowingly for those who really rule the earth? Whom? I wonder who he could be talking about. Is he saying that if you are using these teachings that you are unknowingly helping these people who really rule the earth?
For any afterlife that promises to reward the clean, pure translate ascetic, drab spirit, there is a mood of neo-paganism and hedonism, and from it there have emerged a wide variety of brilliant individuals: doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, writers, stockbrokers, real estate developers, actors and actresses, mass communications media people, to cite a few categories of satanists who are interested in formalizing and perpetuating this all-pervading religion and way of life. Page 10 Satanic Bible.
It sounds like he is linking Satanism to neo-paganism.
Religion. Satanism is a blatantly selfish, brutal philosophy. It is based on the belief that human beings are inherently selfish, violent creatures, that life is a Darwinian struggle for survival of the fittest, that only the strong survive, and the earth will be ruled by those who fight to win the ceaseless competition that exists in all jungles, including those of urbanized society. Page 10.
It is true that humans have an emotional and instinctual inclination to do harmful things to each other and ourselves. That is why God gave us laws and a brain and taught us to be wise in our actions, to protect us from ourselves, so that we could see the beneficial path and take it, and not destroy ourselves, so that everyone could be happy and live in peace. But because we are not following these teachings, the world is the way it is now. So what have we learned? That Satanists believe in God, but they think that God is too big to notice or care about us. He created us, the animals, insects, but somehow he has forgotten about us. That man should be his own God. That they believe that God is evil and that Satan is good. Have we heard any of these things before? Because I know I have. That white and black magic are basically the same. That there is a secret group of people who really rule the earth. And these rulers are responsible for all the occult books that are out, and that they put them there for their own reasons. that God's laws are logical, and that He made them to help us. If He did make laws to help us, then He must care about us. Why else would He bother? That your mind, soul and spirit are all the same thing. So that when He says not to be spiritual but to be carnal, He's saying don't be guided by reason or intellect but by desire or emotions. He is telling you to be ignorant. How many times have we heard listen to your heart? What does your heart tell you? Follow your heart. You think too much. We need to get in touch with our emotions. What does your gut tell you? Follow your gut. When was the last time you heard listen to your brain? What does your mind tell you? Follow your head. Think it out logically, then act. Are we being pointed in a specific direction or what? When you don't follow your logic, it is called being unwise or insane. So, are you insane? We also learned that paganism and Satanism are the same. Until next time, I'll leave you with this.
My hell is made up of deluded Judeo-Christians who go out of their way to try and make my life an individualistic power religion that allows each individual to recognize themselves as their own God, as their own Redeemer, as their own Savior. Each individual to recognize their highest potential. We will be the supermen and superwomen of the future. We will be unencumbered by guilt, by any of the repressive elements that you will find in Christianity. We will do away with the meek and the doddering and the selfless. We'll continue to recognize ourselves as our own gods. Like it or not, the majority of people in the world operate according to satanic principles. There will be those who will bring things to a point in which our philosophical principles will be the dominant religious and political ideals within your lifetime.